I'm performing for the Princess of Saudi Arabia on Friday.
What? How? A private show?
Yeah, they just messaged me today, like, are you available to come to DC? We'll fly you out.
So you'll already have performed by the time this comes out. Thank goodness.
I know.
When this comes, comes out, us
Post hoc.
So this was before his passing, his untimely passing.
Yes,
which no one has proved was a poison.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Whoa. So just like
that's
direct.
They just hit me up.
flying you to DC.
Yeah, insane behavior to do that.
That's awesome.
They're flying me to
dude.
DC to perform for 20 ambassadors and dignitaries.
Are you going to do the
Saudi
one-man show or
Arabia.
your stand-up?
Oh, dude, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to wear a suit and tie.
I was gonna say I don't know.
I'm terrified.
Yeah,
I'm a little scared.
That's kind of scary.
Welcome to Wolf Family Therapy. The doctors today are Jamie and Tyler, and the appointment will start briefly. Thank you for patiently waiting. The brothers will see you now.
Ismael Loutfi. We haven't wanted to have you on, but here we are.
Well,
I was going to wonder. I was wondering if you'd revise it.
You know, doing this podcast has been a dream of mine ever since I started. 12 years ago. It's like
ever since you got that text this morning.
Yeah. One day.
You started in Ocala, a place I just went to for the first time ever.
You went to Ocala?
Yeah, we were in Ocala when we were in Florida.
Why?
Because we were driving through.
Yeah.
What's
I
there?
didn't start in
Is it a small
Ocala.
town?
I started in Gainesville, which is 30 minutes away, which I think you did perform there.
We performed in Gainesville.
Yeah.
Is Gainesville different than Ocala? Is it more blue? It's like more
Yeah.
educated? Okay.
Yeah.
Because Ocala seemed like, wow.
Yeah, it's horse country.
Why did...
Is it swampland?
It's just north of the swamp, which is Gainesville. That's where the swamp really takes over.
That's really swampy. Yeah,
that's
Gainesville
where,
was...
Yeah.
Outside of our hotel, there was a sign. There was a pond, and there was a sign that said "Gators in the pond. Don't go in."
Yeah.
Could you see them?
No.
Yeah, there's gators all over. There were gators on campus at UF sometimes.
What?
Yeah.
Just wandering around?
Just
Did anyone
wandering
get
around.
hurt by the gator? No.
Because they're slow when they're on land.
Okay.
When they're on like the concrete, they just kind of.
Is that true?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they could pick up speed if they wanted to, but.
Did you have any run-ins with gators growing up?
I've seen. No, but I've seen hundreds.
There
was a run-in once when I was like 7. I remember.
That's
not a good age.
Not a good
one.
Yeah. We were jogging around our neighborhood and we saw one in Ocala. So it's like Ocala's swampy, but it's mostly horses.
What about the people? Tolerant and smart?
No, but not bad. It's just like a suburb. It's like all of Florida, which is very. There's a lot of like identity struggle. Like they don't know what they are there. They don't know if they're like, are they Southern? Are they Cuban? Like, what is it really? So, you know, it's just kind of awkward growing up.
They're just kind of, that's the sense I got. I didn't get the sense anyone was Republican or Democrat. I got the sense overwhelmingly that people were stupid.
Yeah.
That really was truly.
Everyone is dumb there.
That's really the sense I got.
It's a dumb place and the people are angry, kind of.
Yep.
There's a lot of anger in Florida and impatient.
For that reason? For the identity reason?
I think so. I think that's where it comes from.
Who am I?
Yeah.
Just angry about it. Who the fuck am I?
Yes.
Look at me. Tell me.
And
Who
then
are you?
You get it on the opposite too. You get it in like the liberal places are even angrier because they're like a little blue dot in this vaguely conservative state.
Yeah.
So Gainesville's full of just like guys that are covered in tattoos that are just fucking mad and they like they don't know why really. They don't really know what they believe either. They're just kind of like fucking DeSantis, you know. That's kind of what it's like, and it's always been like that. Those are fun places to perform though.
Yeah.
They're, maybe they're not.
I don't.
I started there and I was like, it was not fun to be there.
Where did you start? High Dive or what are the rooms in Gainesville?
There's a room that closed down called 1982 that I started in. That was like, you know, not good.
You were early college?
Yeah, first semester, 18.
Yeah, first semester.
Yeah.
That's when you started?
Yeah.
So did you want to do it before you went to college?
Yeah, vaguely. I mean, I had always told friends in high school, I was like, I'm going to be a comedian. And
you told friends in high school before you even started that you were going to be a comic?
Yeah.
Were you a class clown?
I kind of. I won wittiest.
That was
Like
a
the
superlative?
The superlative. Yes.
Witty? Not funniest.
Sort of
No.
under.
Wittiest.
Okay.
Ismael's so damn smart. He's witty.
I definitely, I campaigned.
He's not funny, that Muslim, but he's witty.
I
witty
have
as
a
hell.
quick wit. I campaigned really hard in my class.
For wittiest?
Yeah.
Really?
Wittiest. It was really embarrassing. I was like, maybe wittiest. And I won by a plurality for sure because the school was predominant. I went to a school that was predominantly black in a very poor neighborhood. But there was like a IB, do you know, International Baccalaureate? Yeah.
I used to work college admissions, so I know it very well.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go.
So it was an actual vote for the superlative?
Yeah.
Downplaying your campaign. It was a couple of flyers and public speeches. It wasn't
There's
like
a
a big
couple of
deal.
really good puns.
I did some bribes and no, and then they like brought us all into the gym to do to read the superlatives, and so it's like it's a big school. There's like 800.
It's that big of a deal?
Yeah, it was like 800 black.
So not everyone had a
black
superlative.
poor kids just in this room, and then like 50 nerdy, predominantly Indian and
Really?
white kids in a pocket, and they read all the superlatives, and it was like, prettiest eyes, Shamika Johnson, and the crowd went wild. And then when they read wittiest, they were like, wittiest Ismael Loutfi, and like everyone was confused. The entire room was like, who the fuck is that? All these kids who were definitely wittier than me. Definitely funnier than me. Maybe not wittier,
Right,
but funnier
yeah.
than me. Were like, we've never heard of Ismael Loutfi. And I was just like, I cheesed it.
Did they release how many votes you got?
No. I don't
Curious
know.
how,
I'm
what
sure it was
pocket
a
did you-
sliver.
That would be crazy.
I'm sure I won by a
By
sliver.
2. 42 to 40. Because obviously there's a lot of non-voters.
Yeah, most.
I'm not implying anything about the race. I'm just saying.
The race. Oh, really?
The human beings.
The race? Yes.
The race.
So one wittiest, and then I went to college and got divorced right before. So I was married when I was 17 and got divorced.
What?
You know this.
We did not know this.
No, I knew that.
I knew
Jamie
it too.
knew this.
I
We
knew
both
that.
know
We
this.
did.
Everyone knows it. Yeah.
But I don't think, I'm not sure everyone listening would know
Yeah,
that.
definitely. I mean,
You got married when you were 17.
got married 17, had like a Muslim Sharia marriage to this white girl in my class so that we could date.
Did she win anything?
Did she win anything? No. She was not remarkable in any way whatsoever.
No superlatives?
No, she sucked. And no, she was great. But divorced because she didn't want to be with me. And it broke my heart. And then I was like, I'm going to start stand-up right after. And I did.
So that was the summer before freshman year of college.
Yes.
Then.
Yes.
So you got married at 17. So
you're married
Sharia
for 1 year?
marriage.
6 months.
6 months.
Married for 6 months. And do you consider that like a full marriage? Like you had
No,
right?
really.
It was just
'Cause
a high
it's
school girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just sort of a excuse to have sex in a car a lot. And
Oh, and you did.
yeah.
Oh, well then.
Yeah.
that's
But
a
we
success.
weren't legally bound to one another, and it was pretty.
It wasn't a legal marriage. It was just Muslim.
A Sharia marriage.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like my whole mosque was like, oh, they're married. They whenever I go back to Ocala, which is rarely, they'll still ask about her.
What?
You know? Yeah.
That
they're like, "How
girl
is your
from 10
wife?"
years ago?
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, man, I've been divorced again since her, dude. You're not even updated on
I've
the
been
latest.
divorced basically since you met her.
Yes.
At this point.
I've been
Yes.
getting a divorce since I last saw you 10
I've been
years
in the
ago.
process of divorcing. Yeah, it's so yeah.
Were you strict?
What was that like?
Did you feel like you had to wait to marriage?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it was more just like I didn't want to have a secret girlfriend, which all the other Muslim kids would do. They just have secret girlfriends, and I was like, I don't want to do that because that's not fun.
You made the pretty obvious decision to marry.
Yes, which
Instead of having
most children would do in that case. Yeah. Well, I wanted her to meet my mom and dad. I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
I had this image in my head of being like a kid in a rom-com that has a girlfriend.
Yes.
And I was like, I could do that. I just have to be married to her in the eyes of Allah. So that's what I did.
So did you get a ceremony done?
Yeah.
And she was cool with this.
I was just thinking that.
Cool with it isn't the word, but she was accepting of it.
She allowed
What
it
about
to
her
occur.
family?
Her family didn't like it at all. Okay, that makes sense. They hated it a lot. But I hated that they hated it because I'm like, your daughter she's going to be dating other people if it's not me, and she's going to be fucking them. So it's like, what the difference is just that
just this legal.
The only
document.
difference
Not
is
even
that we get
legal.
married.
The only difference is that in the courts of God, we're married.
The courts of God.
Yes, but practically speaking, it's just like your daughter has a boyfriend who's Muslim.
Yes.
That's it.
Wait, but
yes, but
you-
they probably wouldn't like that much, right?
That's
No
right.
Ocala?
She was pretty redneck.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that?
the mom
yeah.
was redneck as
Yeah.
hell. Fox News. This was 2011, which was like the
Oh,
height. That was the height of
no.
like
birther movement, right?
birther and taxed enough already. The Tea Party movement started then. Ted Cruz became a guy. Yeah,
That was super, super
became a
anti-Muslim.
Ooh, rough time.
Yeah, that was anti-Muslim.
Yeah,
so,
especially in Florida. Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking.
Wait,
so
but-
I'm thinking it could be one that you're Muslim, and then two that now her daughter is married to a Muslim.
yeah, that's probably it. And she had been married to like an Indian guy. Her mom
Oh.
had been married to some Indian.
Oh, so
guy.
she's not racist. No, I was kidding. I was obviously kidding.
Yeah, no. So she had like a history of like you can't trust these brown men.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah.
She's
Holy
like, I've been
shit.
fucked over by one.
Yeah,
you will too.
I think so.
Jesus
yeah, it was a long
Christ.
time ago, but,
But
I'm pretty
that's
sure-
not racist. That's just generalizing to a whole group what was done to you by one person,
right, which is fine.
which is not racism.
and we all do, and we should continue doing. Yeah, so that's kind of the.
So who brought it? Did you bring it up to your parents? Like, there's this girl in my class.
Yeah. So what I actually
They must
did,
have known that you were going out. If you
No,
if you say I think I want to marry this girl.
they had no idea.
Really?
Yeah, because they really trusted me, and
Wow.
I had a car. I had like a shitty little.
Because I was
Dodge
thinking, as
Ram.
soon as you come in at 17, you're like, I want to marry this girl. They're like, okay, well, he's been fucking around.
No, they trusted me a lot.
Wow.
My
Whoa.
parents were great. They were really open minded. Whatever. But what I actually did, and I've never told this on a podcast. What I did was, before I brought it to my parents, I was like, let's just do a super casual nikah, which is Arabic for like wedding kind of. I was like, let's do a really just me, you, my girlfriend, wife, whatever, and my friend John. Let's just have a ceremony in your living room.
Yeah.
And like we just like wrote a little document on like a napkin basically, and we're like, these two are married. So like I try to do it myself, which is not even by like casual Muslim standards. Does that count? Not even, there's no world where that's official by any measure. But I did that myself just so that I could like make out with her and feel like no guilt.
Whoa.
And then I brought it to my dad and was like, Baba, I married a woman. And
Wait, and then you brought it up to your parents?
I brought it up to my dad, yeah, because I knew my dad would be open to it. Because he married a white girl. So he
Whoa.
was my mom.
So you on your own, a lot of this was internally like, I need to be a good Muslim.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the way I do that is by marrying this girl and
Yes.
not having like sexual congress outside of marriage.
Yes.
So you married her literally just you, John, your friend, and her.
Yes.
Wow. And your parents didn't even know about
No one
this.
knew about it. And it didn't.
So you were
count
already
for
married when you
anything.
even asked your parents for a hand in marriage.
I just felt personally like I was like, I did what I kind of can do.
Yeah.
And then I brought it to my dad, who's a very eccentric guy, knowing that he would be open to it. And he was like, oh, that's great. Let's do another version of what you did.
Oh, you told him you married her?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he was like, well, that didn't count. So let's do it again. And
So even he was like, yeah,
he was like, that one
wasn't
was
it.
nothing. That one means
You're-
nothing. And then we did it again. And my whole family, other than him, was against it. They were like, you can't do this. This isn't going to count. This is a waste of your life.
They were against it?
Yeah. They were like, you should.
Okay.
I mean, they wanted me to break up with her, of course.
Because she was white? Or is she not Muslim?
Because I'm 17.
Okay,
They
because it
didn't
was
care too much about the racial stuff. Because my
Okay,
mom's
yeah.
white, so they didn't care. But she is Muslim. My mom's Muslim, so they cared about
It was
that.
more just the fact that you were young. Like, you're too young for this.
Yeah.
not a terrible argument considering you
course
got
not.
divorced 6 months later.
Of course, but that's just how the shit goes.
Yeah, that's not even that big of a deal, though.
Yeah, who
Did,
cares?
when you were dating women post that, were they like, how did they receive that? Because I know being divorced
Yeah.
can be scary to anyone that you're dating, but that kind of
Hmm.
a divorce is much more casual than like, oh, we fell in love and we're married 7 years.
Yeah, I guess. I don't think anyone cared.
I guess
no
I-
girls ever cared. I know
Yeah.
it's a boring,
Yeah.
boring answer, but
Yeah.
everyone's just like, that was funny that you did that.
It is pretty funny to do when you're
Yeah,
17.
yeah.
I'm probably just like ill-informed and ignorant, but what is like
Yes.
the Sharia? Yeah, you're right. The Sharia marriage, like, what did that consist of? Like, was there a ceremony, or like were her parents
Yeah.
at it, or
No, her
it's more just like a
parents-
devotion
it's a
so that you
devotional
can
thing, and you do it's a ritual.
so you can have sex?
Yeah.
For you at that age.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
the way practically what it was.
Your
for me.
imam.
But I also
Your imam
loved her.
says that. Yeah. You may now fuck her.
You may now fuck the bride. Yeah.
Everybody clear out. They're about to get
You
busy.
do it
I'll
in the
stay.
mosque. I'll stay. I have to supervise the fucking.
To make sure it's halal. Yeah. No, the imam wasn't there. My dad was it. My dad officiated.
Wow.
And he had 2 of his patients as the witnesses because he was a doctor at the time. And we did it in a falafel restaurant. The owner of the restaurant was another witness. Yeah.
Wow.
I wonder if my ex ever thinks about it. I really do because it was a long time ago.
There's no way she doesn't.
You think so?
Well, and here's
I don't know.
I get both sides, but I almost especially get yours because to her it's like this just strange ceremony. It doesn't have the same significance it does to you.
her.
She wasn't raised Muslim.
Right.
It was like, oh yeah, he made me like pretend to get married to him.
Yeah.
Like sort of.
Do you think
For
that's what
sure.
she viewed it as?
I
A
absolutely.
fake-
We did it after school on a Friday. Like we just like went to this falafel restaurant at like 4 p.m. She was wearing a tie-dye shirt. I was wearing like a hoodie or something. Yeah.
You're like sweaty from gym class.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
It was pretty dope.
That's a great
man.
story.
All of our friends were against it too. Everyone was against it.
But did anyone besides like I guess your parents and you
Yeah.
like think of it as a marriage? Like were her parents like I can't believe you married him?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, that's why we ended up breaking up. Her mom was super against it. Hated me. Hated it.
Did her mom know before it was happening it was gonna happen?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was like, "I'm not okay with this."
Okay.
Yeah.
What does the divorce proceedings consist of?
You just have to say, "I divorce you" 3 times.
No, that's
yeah,
not
that's
really.
it. That is it.
Did you make her say that to you?
No, the guy says it.
We're Muslim. We're Muslim.
No, that was
Come
only
on,
2.
dude.
Technically, we're still married.
No, really, that's how it works.
Oh, actually?
you have to say talaq, which means I divorce you.
Talaq, talaq,
talaq,
talaq.
talaq.
Talaq,
Just
talaq,
divorce
talaq.
both of you.
Jamie
You say it
divorced
3
you right
times,
back.
and then it's over. Islam is a very easy religion. It's not that hard. People think it's complicated. It's pretty straightforward.
You say it 3 times and you're just divorced
Then
in
you're
the
done.
eyes of Allah?
yeah,
So they're laid back towards divorce in
yeah. It's not.
Islamic countries?
Yeah,
As long as it's
laid
the guy.
back isn't the right word.
Okay.
But within theology, it's like very
It's
accepted.
simple, yeah.
It's in Islam we believe it's God's least favorite acceptable thing. So it's like not liked, but it's fine. And you could divorce for whatever reason. You could do it for anything.
What did you have to state a reason when you
No,
like it before
Well,
Allah?
the reason was that she wanted to not be with me anymore. So
But did you have to tell Allah that?
He knows.
Allah, this
He
is
knows.
because this is because she wants
Yeah.
to divorce me. Tala, tala, tala.
Yep,
Yep.
basically.
And she had to say it back to you?
No. Just
Oh,
the guy
okay.
says it.
Okay.
That's so interesting.
Did
and then
was
you
she
broke
there?
up.
Did she have to go with you
To what?
to the divorce?
No, it was over the phone.
Okay.
Really?
She called me and she was at camp in Asheville and she was a counselor.
It's funny to get divorced from camp.
I know.
It's just a funny idea.
Oh, it was
Were
brutal.
you on the phone with your mom? No, my ex-husband actually.
Could
Yeah.
you take care of my campers for 15 minutes? I have to get a divorce.
Oh, I was so devastated. I was crushed.
I bet.
I was
Yeah.
fucking because I did love her.
So you were really into it.
I didn't feel like I was breaking a rule or doing a loophole because I was like, I love her. I want to be with her forever.
Yeah.
I was like, I genuinely do. And,
Yeah.
and obviously it probably wouldn't have worked out now that I'm 30 and looking back on it. But at the time, I would have stayed. We went to the same college afterwards.
Really? You went to UF together?
Yeah, we went to UF. We had classes together. It was brutal. I wanted to kill myself.
Oh
Yeah,
my God!
that
Having
is-
classes
oh,
in
that
college
is
with
your
your ex-wife,
Yeah, it was
is
pretty rough.
legitimately one of the worst things.
Yeah.
Could we not be partnered together? We used to be married. I don't want to do a group project with her. We already tried that. It didn't work.
Group project. Yeah, I met all of her new boyfriends in college. It was brutal.
Oh God!
She was still in the friend group.
How would
and
she
it was-
introduce you?
She was still in the friend group that.
How would she introduce you?
Oh,
wouldn't.
this is
I
my
would just see this
ex-husband?
fucking-
Okay.
Dude, no, she would never call me her
Ever,
husband.
ever, yeah.
She would never use that word.
Well, it's to your point. It's like it was a real marriage to you, but what's her perception of it? Do you even know to this day?
I think to her it was just like a quirky thing she did.
Yes,
that she had to do
exactly.
for her boyfriend's
for her
family,
boyfriend.
basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I mean, yeah, I got to give her credit because it was pretty cool to do for her.
Yeah, that is actually kind of cool.
It's like, it's open-minded to
Yeah.
be like, yeah, I'll do this like ritual with you, whatever.
I'll marry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marry you.
That's-
Yeah, well, why not? I don't even think we had
Extremely.
been saying I love you at that point, even though I did love her.
Did you ever by the end?
Of course.
Yeah.
I said it probably a week later. But I remember, taking her over to meet my parents eventually, or like meet my whole family after we had done the ritual. And my dad was just like, this very effusive Arab guy. And he was like, oh, Jesse, Ismael always tells us how much he loves you. He loves you so much. And I was like, fuck, I haven't told her I love her yet.
Oh no!
And I was like, no, he's ruining. Which when you're
man.
17 is like a big, huge deal.
Yes.
Saying that you love someone.
That like undermines you getting to even say it.
It kind of did.
Like, well, do you remember what it was like the first time you said it?
I do. I remember it.
Was it after, like, how recently after that, or do you not remember?
I
how-
don't remember the
Okay.
timeline, but it might have been a week or two after. Wow. Yeah.
So remember what my dad said the other week? That
And you
to
kind of laughed it off.
Yeah, that thing that we were like embarrassed by and both thought was gay.
It is true.
It is actually
thought it
how
was
I feel. Yeah. So that was the marriage.
Dang. Did you because I'm trying to get context for the marriage. Before this, it sounds, I guess what I'm getting is like a pretty well-behaved, devout Muslim kid.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Like you went to mosque and that was important.
Totally.
And you went to school.
Yeah.
And were you an athlete? Did you?
No.
No?
Nothing.
So you were a very good student in school.
Very witty.
Fine student. Witty. Yeah, I was okay. I was like a B, A's and B's kind of kid.
Yeah.
What'd you get on the IB?
There's
Is it a
different-
test?
There's multiple tests for different
Okay.
different classes.
Was
I
it
can't
out of
remember.
45 back then?
No, I think it's. I think it
it's
was out
maybe
of.
changed.
I know I got 5s on all my AP tests.
What?
Oh, that's good.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 1%. I got a 5 on
Dang.
AP Euro and AP US History. Pretty
Wow,
good.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. But I only could do that. I couldn't do anything mathematical. Very bad at math.
Oh, interesting. That's not very Arab of you, right? Aren't Arabs really good at math? Didn't they invent math?
We did. Well, we invented algebra. It's an Arabic word, algebra.
Really?
Yeah.
Or are you just saying it in an accent?
No,
do that
it's Arabic.
Any word
Anything
you.
with al. is
Jamie's actually an Arabic
Arabic.
name. Shami.
Yeah.
Shachimi.
Yeah. Yemi.
Shachimi.
Ichmi.
Ichmi. But I feel like, is that accurate? Like, had you had girlfriends before?
No. This was the first girl that
Yeah,
ever
but-
liked me back.
Okay.
Ever. There was a girl when I was 14 that
And you were
was-
like, crazy idea.
It blew my mind when I found out she liked me.
Wanna get married?
It blew my mind.
Wow.
Because she was really hot and everyone had a crush on her. And I remember my friends even told me that. I was like, I have a crush on her. And they were like, we all have a crush on her. And then she liked me back and I was like, oh my God.
Was it because you were witty? Why was it? I guess you're a good looking
I
guy.
think it was wit. Yeah, I think it was the wit. Really brought me there.
Do you like have class with her? And
No, we never had a single class together.
Interesting.
Yeah, we only knew each other through friends.
And
But
she's black.
she's what?
Well, you said it's a black high school.
No. She was an IB. She was a
One of the
white kid.
Oh, so you're saying the
we
black
were-
kids weren't allowed in IB?
No. No, there were black kids in the school, or in the IB program, but not very many. Like very few. Like maybe like 3, which is fucked up. But
Yeah, it's fucked up.
No, the whole thing was all Indian, white, and I'm Arab. So yeah,
That's fucked up.
yeah, we don't like that. We don't like that at all.
Look,
But it was, I mean, it was a poor school.
yes.
Very poor school. Yeah.
Was what kind of like what did your parents do growing up?
Growing up, like when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you
they
were growing up. When you were.
What jobs did your parents have as children?
Well, my dad was a doctor. He was a surgeon when I was a little baby, and then he lost his license.
What?
Yeah.
He lost his license?
Yeah. Pretty crazy
malpractice?
story. No, he was always fight. He was always getting in fights. He's dead now, but he was always fighting people, and he was filing complaints against the hospital because he was saying that they were making him do unnecessary surgeries on patients for insurance money.
Oh my
And
God.
he had a whole like league of other surgeons that were like, yeah, we're all getting these surgeries that are like not
That are
necessary.
bullshit.
That are bullshit. Yeah,
So it's
like-
actually super valiant. Like how
no,
he
he's
lost
a very
it.
good guy. He was
Yeah.
a good guy for sure. Very moral dude. So yeah, he brought her to the hospital, and they were like, "Fuck off," and then he sued, and then lost the lawsuit, of course.
What?
Because he's a random immigrant doctor.
Oh my God.
And like a crazy man too. So he like threw coffee in somebody's face once at the fucking, like a lawyer. Like he's just kind of a nut. So he lost. And then they countersued him, took his license.
Oh,
so that was right when I was
man.
born. He lost his license.
Holy
And
shit.
were all
is
the
that
other
fucked
surgeons
up?
like, did they feel scared? They didn't want to join it?
No.
That's the
no.
whole point of
Every-
countersuing is to
Scare.
tamp down on
Intimidate.
anyone doing that in the future.
But I mean, the initial one, they weren't like, yeah, we got your back.
Yeah, no.
it was just him against the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
so
it became
fucked
the
up.
whole board of Connecticut's medicine or whatever went against. They lived in Connecticut at the time. So yeah.
So they moved to Florida like when you were born, pretty much?
Yeah. They moved
Did
to
he
Florida a
get
few years before I was born. Yeah.
Like he got a new license?
No, he never
No?
had another one. No.
So what did he do after that?
He illegally ran a hospital, a clinic.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
For 10
so he
years.
did keep...
He did like weird kind of medicine called chelation. That's like a pseudo medicine that people are very mixed on. It's basically what you
Oh,
do.
he
for-
wasn't doing under-the-table surgery.
No.
Okay,
He stopped
okay.
doing surgery, but he would do.
I thought it was just like out of your garage. It's like $10. You're getting a new
He
kidney.
could. He
Ismael?
was-
Yeah, I'm
He
sure
was
he
a
could.
good. He had good hands. He was.
Get me the kitchen knife.
Yeah, man.
Get me a fork.
I would have loved that.
He has
Fork,
a dude's
stat.
pancreas. Get a Tupperware.
He performed on himself once. He took out his own mole once. He was a talented doctor.
Oh my
Just in the
Lord.
house?
No, he was at a place.
Okay.
Dude, how classic is it that our health system, it's the one guy who's like, I think we're just doing this for money. He literally can't be a
Just
doctor
gets
anymore.
destroyed.
Yeah, I don't think you know what you do.
In fact,
don't think
you're not
you
even
get what your
allowed
job
to do
even
it
is.
anymore.
Yeah. So I grew up pretty poor for
Yeah,
that reason.
yeah.
But he ran like a thing where he would do like lead poisoning treatment, basically, where they like flush your body with like some solution. But he would do it for people that didn't have lead poisoning. And apparently it's good for you. I don't know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it just
so
like-
it's the same treatment for lead
Yes,
poisoning. I
yes.
thought for a second, I thought you meant he would give them lead poisoning on purpose, and I was like, that's not a pseudoscience. That's criminal
That's
behavior.
killing someone.
It's called It's
called murder.
Yeah, he was a violent criminal. No, but around the time of the marriage, he got busted by the FBI. They found him. They found out that he was practicing illegally for 10 years and shut down the clinic, arrested him. He was in jail for like 2 nights. And
Two nights?
He's got a mugshot. Yeah.
But he's fine. He was fine.
Yeah, he was okay.
Did he just go right back to doing
No,
pseudoscience stuff?
he never worked ever again.
Yeah.
Never worked?
No, because he was old too. He was like 65 when that happened.
okay.
So then, or like 60. So then the next 10 years of his life, he just like went to Barnes and Noble every day and talked to people.
That's kind of sick, actually.
And then he died. But yeah. So that I'm doing a 1-man show about all this, by the way.
Oh, good.
amazing.
I was really
Yeah.
interested.
Called Heavenly Baba. That's the
Heavenly
stories
Baba.
about the getting married and then the dad getting arrested and then
Oh,
there's a whole lot. Yeah.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Have you come to it yet?
Not yet, but I do really
You're
want to.
supposed to do it once. You're supposed to open for me.
Yeah, I got COVID. I remember that.
When is this going to
You
come
said
out?
it was great too, like that
3 weeks,
show
probably.
specifically.
That show is fun.
Yeah.
3
3
weeks?
weeks, yeah.
Wait, this is coming out. Your show's coming out.
No. I was asking
No.
when this is coming
Yeah,
out.
when are
yeah,
you-
3 weeks from now.
Okay, cool. The Heavenly Baba comes. It'll be June 1st. That's when I'm doing it in QED at Queens.
Oh,
nice.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coming to that. Also, I'm performing for the Princess of Saudi Arabia on Friday.
What? How? A private show?
Yeah, they just messaged me today. Like, are you available to come to DC? We'll fly you out.
So you'll already
Really?
have performed by the time this comes
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
goodness.
yeah. I know.
When this comes, comes out, us
Post-hospital.
So this was before his passing, his untimely passing.
Yes, before I
which
was
no one has
butchered.
proved was a poison.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Whoa,
I'm
so
excited
just
for
like
that.
That's
direct.
They just hit me up.
flying you to DC.
Yeah, insane behavior to do that.
That's
yeah,
awesome,
They're flying me to
dude.
DC to perform for 20 ambassadors and dignitaries.
Are you going to do
of
the
Saudi
one-man show or
Arabia.
your stand-up?
Oh, dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have to wear a
Okay.
suit and
I was
tie.
gonna say I don't
I'm
know.
terrified.
Yeah,
I'm a little scared.
That's kind of scary.
yeah.
What's the? Do they have any restrictions on material? There's got to be some.
There definitely are many.
Are you going to be able to post
many.
clips from it?
Oh,
You in
man,
front of the
I
Princess of
wish.
Saudi Arabia. So I'm fucking her from behind, right? I got my thumb in her ass.
Paying that G-spot. You know. You guys know. And no, man, I am a little scared of it though. But it's paying a lot of money.
Yeah.
it better.
That would be so weird if you were like, it's actually unpaid
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
It's
But
5
they
minutes.
say it could lead to more opportunities in the future.
They said that.
Oh, really?
They called me and they were like, Princess Rima loves you. She loves your comedy. And if this goes well, like she'll have you over again and again.
That's sick.
Dude, I really
Over. That's how private of a show it is.
Oh, it's in her palace.
yeah.
Are you allowed
have
to
you
mention
over.
this on the pod?
I don't know, but I'm hoping if this comes out afterwards, I'll have already burned the bridge, so it'll be fine.
I've already done my set and they'll never want to see me again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's no world where I'm going to do well. It's going to be like 20 people in a fucking mansion.
Yeah, dignitaries and ambassadors.
Ooh, it's not going to be fun. And
Yeah.
I bet half of them are not going to speak English. It's going to be terrible.
Oh, boy.
But it's only 20 minutes. It's not a long set.
And
That's a good
it's only
credit,
20
too.
Yeah, 20's fine.
They're just having
What?
you for
It's good
20.
credit.
20. Yeah, good credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just 20.
Just
though.
you?
Just me. So it's going to be bad.
Oh, that is a tough
Oh
spot.
my
It's going to go
God.
up cold. The way they told me, they were like, what she likes to do is introduce her new friend to people, and then at the end of the night have them perform. So we've had, and nobody knows that they're performing. So she's had singers and
So everyone will just think
musicians.
you're a guy there to hang.
Yeah, I'm just a guy there. And I was like, so do I have to lie about what I do? And they were like, yeah, maybe just don't say you're a comedian, and then she'll bring you up as a comedian after. And
Wow.
yeah, so
Huh.
this does come out after though. I don't want this to come
like
out
3 weeks
and then
from
they're
now,
like,
yeah.
how dare you?
I
It's pretty
really
cool,
am
though.
interested in how this is going to go.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it all. I just got it like an hour ago. They called me. and
That's
stuff.
crazy.
Yeah.
For this Friday?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That is
I
wild.
guess
They'll
she
move
is the
fast.
princess of Saudi Arabia, so she's kind of used to that.
She could do whatever she. It's a little
Yeah.
embarrassing that she's getting me. Actually, it's like you couldn't spring for Rami. Like, what's going on? What? Ismael Loutfi.
She doesn't-
All right.
She's like, it just probably doesn't hit your normal rate. Does 500,000 work?
Does 500,000 and a camel work for you? Do you want? How many falcons do you need?
Well, until this, what's been the weirdest show you've ever done?
Weirdest show. I had
Yeah.
to do a show in Jonesboro, Arkansas, like 7 years ago, where I had to pretend to be Mexican.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Are you kidding?
Why? Did someone tell you do that?
Yeah, but my buddy Ben Palmer, who's really big on TikTok and stuff now, really funny comedian, he hit me up randomly. He was like, hey, man, I have a show. I want to bring you. Can you pretend to be Mexican? And I was like, can you pretend? What? And he was like, yeah.
You'll understand when we arrive.
He was like, yeah, it's for the Wild and Out tour. It's like an all black show.
Oh.
It's all black show. All the comedians are black. The audience will be black. And they asked me, and he's a white guy. They're like, they asked me to bring a Mexican comic, but I don't know any, so I'm just gonna bring you and just say you're Mexican.
Did you do Mexican, like a Mexican joke?
I did say I was Mexican, but then I just did my regular act.
Okay.
I was like, I'm Mexican and I'm Muslim. We exist. You know, and I just
And
did
we
my,
exist.
You have a joke about
the last
that?
5 years.
Mexican Muslims are kind of like apples with, you know.
Yeah. I'm Mexican Muslim, so I eat my kebab with salsa verde, you know. But
That's
it
hilarious.
was it was to this day top 10 worst shows I've ever done. It was a night.
Oh, so it didn't
Really?
go well.
Went
what-
so poorly. It was in a
Yeah.
barbecue restaurant in Arkansas, which is probably the worst state in the union. And
Gotta be up there.
man, it's rough.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's one of those states that you start driving into it, and you're just like,
Let's
feel
keep
like,
driving.
is slavery still happening here? Like, it just
Truly.
feels poor,
Truly.
and awful, and sad.
And old. It feels
And
like
old.
way the past.
Yeah.
Just a rough place.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything good about the whole state. But anyway, I went there.
Fayetteville's really nice.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
The University of Arkansas has a lot of money because of Walmart.
Oh, right.
The Waltons.
Went
That's
there?
sad.
I did a
too.
show in Fayetteville. Beautiful.
Really?
It literally kind of reminded me of Bushwick. The
No
level
way.
of like
It was like
new,
artsy?
yeah, artsy buildings.
That's so random.
like a lot of like hipsters. It seems like probably the only good place.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, like
That, I mean, but
12
that's
feet
sad
off campus.
too that it's because of Walmart.
yeah.
Like that's devastating. That the benefactor is.
Was the University of
Walmart.
Arkansas? Yeah.
That's sad.
It's kind of a good point.
Oh, terrible.
But what is it here? You know, it's like Jeffrey Epstein and
True.
and the people
But
that
there's
like invented
something
OxyContin.
dignified about that. OxyContin and Epstein. Yeah.
At least it's notable.
it's cool. It's not.
It's cool. Yeah.
It's not Walmart. Walmart's trashy. But anyway, yeah. So the show was terrible, and every single comedian bombed. bombed, like the worst bombs of their
And it was a
life.
part of a Wild and Out tour?
Yeah. Oh man, I made enemies that night. Like I know people for the rest of my life that I hate, and
No way.
other comics that were on that show that were mean to me. I'm just like, oh fuck you, and they bombed too. It was just a
Everyone
nightmare.
bombed. Ooh.
Everybody bombed except for the guy who went at the end, which I can't remember his name.
Nick Cannon?
No, it was just like little wiry, weird little black guy. I can't remember. He had like his name was Shody.
That was his name?
Yeah,
And he killed or he just...
He destroyed.
Oh, really? It
He
wasn't like given the
Huh.
circumstances.
No. He was leveling that room after like 7 openers. Just bombed for 10 minutes.
Really?
That's
I did
pretty
10
impressive.
minutes bombed. I don't think I got a single laugh. Everyone was looking at me like they could tell I was a fraud. Black people are good at sussing out fakes, especially on racial lines. They're like,
Yeah.
you're not Mexican. They could see through it. And it was brutal. And then I got off stage and I went to my car to just sit after
Yeah.
I bombed.
Oh, wow.
Because
It was
I was like,
like- it
I
was
don't
one
want
of
to be in
those
that
bombs?
room. Yeah, I was like, I need to be away from them because I feel like
And you could just
they'll see
hear
me and punch
outside,
me.
like-
I sat in the car and then a cop came up to me. It was like, hey man, you're not allowed to sit in your car in this county. It's illegal to sit in a parking lot in a car.
Speaking of outdated like laws,
For
and
real,
going
yeah.
back in time.
Yeah, seriously. I was
Also,
like,
are
what?
you
He was like,
Muslim? You better not be Muslim in this county specifically.
Hey,
I was like,
gay?
Mexican? He was
Yeah.
like, that's worse. Get out. Get out.
We understand that more. That's
And you're like, actually, I'm Jewish. He's like, you were going the wrong direction.
Sir, you should not have said that to me.
Yeah, I really can't get out of any racial stuff, can I?
Wait, so what happened then? He tells you, so you have to go back in.
So I had to
then?
go back in and I
Okay.
just sat in the audience and watched the rest of the terrible show. And then Shouty went up and destroyed.
How much time did he do?
You probably did 40. Crushed. But it was the kind of crush where you watch it and you go, this is from another planet. Like it was crazy. He was doing crazy. He was making people come on stage and dance and like twerk. He was like, you look like you never get laid. You look like you fuck all the time. Get up here. And he like made a lady twerk on this like nerdy guy. And he was destroying. People were losing their shit. And I was just sitting there. Like, I was like, damn, he's doing well. Like he's a monster. This guy knows.
He's a monster.
Who knew how to work this crowd? Shody did.
Yeah,
He figured
that's
it
true.
out. And I could not.
Yeah, that's fair.
None of us could.
But also sometimes it's good to see like after a bomb to see what kills.
Of
and
course.
Go, oh,
I'm
I was
fine with
never
that. Yeah.
gonna- yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
It was painful at the time, but then seeing him, I went, okay, yeah. I was never gonna get- You know who else was on it? Jacob Williams. Do you know Jacob Williams?
Yeah.
No.
He was also there.
What?
Yeah.
And he killed?
He did very bad. We all
Yeah,
He
I
did
would
better than me.
imagine.
He did better than me because he was he was being honest. So they gave him a little bit of respect because
Okay.
he was just doing his thing.
He's
He was
honestly
a very nerdy
being-
white guy. And just,
Yeah,
I'm
soft-spoken.
very nerdy,
Yeah.
So they gave him respect for that. But then, yeah, it wasn't great. None of us did great.
I actually hate getting respect more than a bomb where they hate you, to be honest. Because I've bombed in black rooms before where they're like, you did your thing up there, and I get no laughs, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd prefer you just dislike it.
Yeah.
Because it's the worst
can
when
tell that-
it's worse when
yeah.
they're like, we know who you are,
Yeah.
and we don't think it's funny.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, they can be brutal though.
Damn.
They meaning comedy shows. Generally.
Bad
generally.
sets
Bad
anywhere.
sets overall.
Anywhere.
Anyway, what have you guys been up to?
No, that's not how it works.
Okay.
No, you're the patient.
So when you started comedy, that's when you're still in Florida, right?
Yeah, Gainesville. I was there for 3 years.
And then Atlanta.
Then Atlanta.
Then New York.
Then LA for a year. Had a terrible time. Then it moved to New York.
But you got a late night set in LA?
Yeah, that was good, but it was not great.
What do you mean?
Because late night doesn't do anything.
Didn't change your
for me.
life?
No. Well, I got colleges because of it. Yeah, it changed my life vaguely. Yeah. But it was still sad. LA is just a sad place to be. If you love stand up, it's a very
Yeah, if you wanna.
it just beats you down. It beats you down because you don't get to go up really.
That's
How did you get a TV? Or it was Kimmel, right?
Yeah, it was Kimmel because I did Just for Laughs.
Oh, okay.
the
from
summer-
Atlanta?
From Atlanta.
Okay.
I did
Gotcha.
Just for Laughs, and then the booker for Just for Laughs one of the bookers. She became the booker for Kimmel.
And you married her, or
I did plan on it, but no. I would. Beautiful woman.
really? Who is this?
Hannah Crichton. I think she's married now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cool girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kimmel, LA. Then I moved here.
It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I did get married a few years later, and then I just got divorced. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be about childhood, right?
Yeah, the first divorce story was really the main.
You were a child.
Main
crux
course.
of this episode.
Yeah.
It's a good story,
Sure.
and people can see it.
Yeah.
June 1st.
June 1st.
Right? This will come
Yeah.
out before June
Yeah,
1st.
it will.
Yeah.
June 1st at QED Astoria.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called
Come out.
Heavenly Baba.
Is that a bad name? I think I'm going to rename it.
What else would you name it?
I don't know. Something else.
Okay.
Do you think it's fine, though? Do you think it's corny?
It's fine.
There's something corny about it. Heavenly Baba.
Corny?
It's like Heavenly Father. I don't know.
It's about your dad's death?
Yeah. Well, it's about him, generally.
I don't think it's
Time
a
period.
corny name.
Okay. All right.
Baba, right? That's
Baba means
what
dad
in
Arabic.
Arabic?
And like millions of languages, yeah.
And the heavenly
Then-
is a play on
Heavenly Father.
Right.
God. Yeah.
I like it. What's the alternative?
I don't know. I'm thinking of like Kufi head, maybe? Because is that
Actually?
bad?
Actually?
Yeah, Kufi head.
Oh, because that sounds like a slur.
Does it?
Yeah,
Which is,
kinda
I
does.
think, funny.
I think that's really funny.
You do?
I think it made me laugh right now.
Because I wear a kufi for a lot of the show, which is like a little Muslim.
I'm worried it's funny for the
wrong reasons.
For a wrong reason, which is it's crazy to name a show
It's so
something
goofy.
that sounds like a slur,
it's silly.
but it also could like get people out for that reason.
Maybe. Yeah.
Nowadays, the only thing it just has to be kind of controversial,
So true.
even if it's like
So true.
even if it's in a negative way, that's better
Oh
than
man, I think negativity is like the wave
the number.
right now.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, I have a video, a clip that has been going viral for weeks now, where
Yeah.
I'm just like talking about God with John Marco Cerezi.
Yeah.
And I make some like weird anti-Semitic joke at the end. And it's just like off the cuff random. And it's done better than anything I've ever posted. And it's just hundreds of comments of people like getting into huge debates about everything from like the joke about the anti-Semitic joke to like the fact that I'm vaping in the clip. So they're like, he shouldn't be vaping if he's Muslim. Like everyone is like, every single morning I wake up to like 4 comments of people like debating whether or not vaping is acceptable in Islam. So let me set the record straight. It's not acceptable, but it's not acceptable either.
Yeah.
It's in the middle ground. Nicotine
Just-
is a thing called makruh in Arabic, which means it's looked down upon, but it's not a sin. Alcohol is a sin because it makes you drunk. Weed's a sin because it makes you high.
What about
Blah, blah, blah is a sin because nicotine, middle ground. Not good for you, not getting you into heaven, but not getting you into hell either.
hookah? Is hookah nicotine?
Yeah.
Because
Which is
I
so stupid.
really?
These people
I
are so
see
stupid.
Muslim
They're like, how
people
dare you do
hookah
that?
all
It's
the
like,
time.
Muslims, yeah.
Yeah.
And you go to the Arab world, everyone's smoking cigarettes. It's not good. It's bad, but it's not.
It's not
awful.
a sin.
It's not a sin.
Okay.
Yeah.
You heard it here
It's not a
first.
video of you fucking a girl before you married her.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I also do, but that is for fun. And fun's allowed. So,
And why would Allah hate fun?
but yeah, Allah loves fun.
I will say this about the title for your show. I'm imagining that there's several very sincere moments in it.
Yeah.
So it's Heavenly Baba seems more in line with maybe the messaging, but Kufi Head would be kind of hilarious for both
Yeah.
sides of the people that are expecting something very different.
Maybe.
They're like, oh, this is way more heartfelt and meaningful than I thought it was
Yeah.
going to
What about Kufi Head : a Heavenly Baba story?
Ooh,
Yeah.
colon.
Smash both those titles together.
maybe.
Fast 10.
What about Heavenly Baba?
It's a Fast and the Furious.
Fast 15.
Dude, that'd be so funny if the Fast and Furious franchise just started sponsoring other shows. I love that. Yeah, maybe I should do. What about Heavenly Baba and Kufi Head? Like we're 2 people.
Oh yeah.
Kufi Head and Heavenly Baba. I don't know. Whatever.
I like the colon.
Yeah, colon's good. I mean, I do have a colon already.
Heavenly : Baba.
Yeah, Heavenly Baba's colon. He died of colon cancer. So
Actually,
no. No. Kidney disease. But the colon is my dad's plan to convert Florida to Islam.
That's pretty awesome.
which is another component.
Oh, that's
that's
it. Well,
it.
then it doesn't. Okay, you should have said that earlier. It doesn't matter the rest of the name.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna
that gets
draw
people out.
Yeah,
that does get people out.
Yeah, that's gonna get people out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then to either one.
Okay.
Yeah,
In
then I
fact,
think it's
Heavenly
fine.
Baba almost fits better.
Yeah, you're right.
Because then the
funny
colon
part,
makes
yeah,
it subversive.
That's the setup to the
For sure.
punchline.
It kind of subverts what you expect from the
Which is
Heavenly Baba.
all we're trying to do is subvert.
So it's June 1st,
Yeah.
QED.
Yeah.
June 1st, QED. Are you gonna do more?
I'm going to do a
yeah.
bunch.
Okay, good.
Okay,
I'm
great.
doing it in Edinburgh next summer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
In
not this
2024
year,
or
2024.
Nice.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I wanted to go this year, but
And then this will come out
Wasn't in
after,
the
so unfortunately, people won't be able to make it to that show on Friday.
If you're an ambassador,
If you're an ambassador,
to Saudi Arabia,
if you're in DC on
or
Friday.
from Saudi Arabia in DC,
through.
Friday 3 weeks ago.
UAE not allowed in. If you're an Emirati, you can go fuck yourself. You know they have beef. Mohammed bin Zayed sucks. Mohammed bin Salman is cool.
The man. Ismael, thank you so much
Yeah.
for coming on.
Thanks for having me, brothers.
Thanks for
Good to
doing
see you.
it,
I love
man.
you too. You're so
Yeah.
funny and good. Thanks.